Jones and Bartlett Learning presents faculty training for a highly interactive environmental science Gamescape, powered by TOOLWIRE, where student learning comes to life within a reality-based online learning experience. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to an innovative Gamescape that weaves the principles of environmental science into a compelling story with real-world challenges. In this video, you will get a look at the simulation applications, the student performance summary, your instructor dashboard, and of course, the story.
My top students defined and explained natural selection, just to give you an idea of their working knowledge. Would you like to review them now, or would you like to take a look at the information that you brought for the Science Club?
Set in Sparksville, a beautiful foothill community, now threatened by many conflicting economic and environmental challenges. Students will apply what they have learned to balance the environmental, societal, and economic needs of Sparksville. Within each episode, the student plays a different leadership
congrats
role.
Again on your election to the council. I know the high school is going to miss you, but their loss is the council's gain.
And must make difficult decisions over a 25-year period.
And on. But with your background in biology, you're the perfect person to head up the committee to solve this problem. What are you going to do about that pesky fish?
In 1990, Sparksville has a population of 30,000 citizens, and the student's first challenge involves an invasive species, the grass carp, which is slowly squeezing out the indigenous bass in the local reservoir.
Local folks and vacationers haven't been happy with the quality of the fishing lately. There's lots of grass carp to catch, but they're hard to eat. Too many bones.
The student must apply principles of ecosystem balance to save the annual fishing tournament. 5 years later, Sparksville is home to 45,000 people, and the population growth is beginning to raise serious questions.
As Sparksville's population continues to grow, people are moving closer and closer to the protected land. It's a classic example of population encroachment.
Sparksville's famous prairie dogs are at the center of this controversy. Today, the City Council President is here to talk with us about how the people of Sparksville are crowding out the prairie dogs. Who would have thought Sparksville's prairie dogs would be the subject of such heated environmental debate?
I bet it's those darn prairie dogs. Everybody knows that Prairie Dog Town has gotten too big and too close to our school.
Just love them from a distance. As for the problem now, they live on protected land with very few natural predators.
The student and city council have a big challenge. Can they maintain and balance the economic and environmental stability of the region? By the year 2000, the student has been elected mayor. The area's largest employer has relocated offshore. As Sparksville's new mayor, the student must lead the charge in saving the city's economy by choosing from 3 large industry replacements.
Our plan for your city is to build a state-of-the-art distribution center. We plan to create 250 jobs with none of them ever going offshore.
An oil refinery, a hybrid car factory, or a big box distribution center. The consequences of the inevitable pollution on Sparksville's air, water, and land resources must be addressed to overcome this challenge. 7 years later, when the student is the incumbent mayor of Sparksville, the population reaches 70,000 citizens. The economy has rebounded, but the city's growth has stressed the power grid to near capacity, causing rolling blackouts.
That's just great.
As mayor, the student must now balance several new energy sources with more aggressive zoning and incentives for power conservation. It is now present day, and the population of Sparksville has grown to 90,000 people.
Great to see you again, old friend.
In this final capstone episode, as retiring mayor, the student will create a sustainable environmental and energy plan and legacy for the city. In each episode, simulation applications, known as SimApps, challenge students to make choices to apply their understanding of environmental science and to experience the consequences of their choices that impact various elements of Sparksville and the surrounding environment, displayed in rich visualizations showing the consequences for these elements. Dynamic cause and effect gameplay produces thousands of potential outcomes, and students are invited to play the short SimApps as often as they wish to experience those various results. And, like all good games, there are always a few surprises to increase engagement and cement the learning. A variety of other interactions and resources further the students' learning. A resource folder to review digital learning objects and other helpful resources, branching videos, and other interactions to reinforce concepts before application in the SimApps, and questions to prompt student reflection on lessons learned with concepts applied in the Gamescape. The student's performance summary breaks down critical thinking and understanding. The many and varied activities in each episode are scored based on the balance of environmental, economic, and social outcomes. Gamescapes are rich with digital learning objects. The students' viewing of these resources are tracked and reported. Students are rewarded for their work as they move up in rank from Eco-Newbie to Eco-Citizen, to Eco-Expert, and to the top badge of Eco-Hero. At the end of each episode, the system generates the Episode Score Report PDF that students download to their local computer and submit to faculty through the online campus. As faculty, you will have access to the instructor dashboard, where all of your students' complete results are easily found and available 24/7, 365. Suggestions for how to incorporate these Gamescape results into points and feedback to students are available to faculty members. The power of story and the complexity of cause and effect, SimApps create engagement, unpredictability, and student accountability. Students must think, do, receive feedback, and reflect. Gamescapes, always a personalized learning journey where students learn by being, and the understanding never ends.